Hello, I'm back for one final video today. I was quiet all week and now I'm flooding the YouTube with my videos. But I want to talk about this book. Do you watch this show on HGTV? They have a show called Hometown. And I like to watch it, and my sister likes to watch it. Well, my sister got this book and she loved it. So she let me read it. And I love the title, Make Something Good Today. Their names are Erin and Ben Napier. They are a married couple, and it's a really good love story in here. And they're Christian people, so their values are my values, and it's just a really good book to read. So I'm not even done with it, but I wanted to share something that I read. I have my TLC Creates Vintage scripture cards in here as bookmarks. I've been struggling a lot with being overwhelmed. All I want to do is create, and then I have so much other stuff I have to do that's related to the business that I have to do. I have to pack my orders and send them. You know, I want people to order, so that means I have to pack the orders and take them to the post office. I have to do that stuff. But I bought so much stuff at flea markets last year, as you know if you saw those videos, that I also have a lot of that I still have to deal with. Getting it ready for the shop, photographing it, videoing it, and listing it, and then packing it and selling it, shipping it. So I'm not complaining because I so appreciate you guys going right to my shop and buying stuff when I list it. And it's awesome. But I'm just overwhelmed by it, and I've decided I need to make some changes. You know, I'm still learning how I want to run my business. So anyway, she was struggling too. She started a business after they were married, she's an artist, and she does graphic art too. And so she started a business where she was making wedding invitations. And she tends to, her husband's a optimist, and she's more of a pessimist, and so am I. If you saw their show, that surprised me that she considers herself a pessimist, because she always has a smile. She always seems bright and just cheerful. But so she decided she was going to keep something like a gratitude journal, except she did it online, I think. And it's a little different from a gratitude journal. It was about something good from that day. A gratitude journal, you know, if I can't think of something I'm grateful for that happened during the day, I can say something like, I'm grateful I have a roof over my head. You know, but she focused on taking something from that day and looking at it in a good way. So I'm going to read you what she said. I vowed to consciously document the best thing that happened every day in an online journal, which I titled, Make Something Good Today. My hope was that writing it all down would shore up my resolve to make my business more than a dream. That year I focused on doing what gave me and the people around me joy. I cooked, I taught a painting class at the church, I joined a women's Bible study group, I traveled, I took time off when I needed it, I walked every morning, I spent time with my parents, I made things with my own two hands. That part spoke to me because I feel like all I do is stuff for my Etsy shop constantly, 7 days a week. And I love working with my Etsy shop. I love it. But I do need to take time for my own enjoyments. I mean, shouldn't say it like that, I guess, because I enjoy making the journals, but I need to take time to do my own art journaling or collaging, or make sure I go for walks. Cook. I don't cook. I used to cook a lot. I don't cook for myself very much. I just throw stuff together. Walking. Spending time with family. And then she says, I made things with my own two hands. I changed my life and vowed to never forget that even on the worst day, there is, at the very least, one thing to be thankful for. Documenting held me accountable because I am stubborn and strong-willed, and I refuse to quit once I start something on my own accord. By creating it, I made sure it would always be there. On the bad days, I'd consciously try to search out the positive or make good things happen, so I wouldn't be empty-handed at night when it came to time to write a journal entry. I would be accountable to my own expectations and promises, and made the conscious decision to forget the things that weighed on or nagged at me, to swim in the messiness of life, to be kind to people who weren't kind to me. The goal was to do, find, and be whatever it is that gives me joy, rather than just wish for it. So she says that writing down the good moments, only the good moments, don't write down the negative moments, it is a way of controlling the narrative of our life. She chose to remember what she wanted to remember, and it changed her life. It shifted her perspective. This was a way to marry proof and faith. As time went on, the good things became more real to me than the bad. Count your blessings, name them one by one, was a song that we sang in nursery in church. She sang it, I sang it. So, selective memory, focusing on what matters. So she had to combat her genetic disposition for worry, but in between burned bright moments of a happy, satisfied life. So, at this late stage of my life, that really spoke to me. And I had kept gratitude journals before, but I decided to go ahead and do a Make Something Good Today. And that's what they called their book, too. That was the name of her gratitude blog. So I took this journal. This was made by my friend Lee. And I'd shown this before. We did a swap. And it was with a less than 1 inch spine, and it came apart. So I made a new cover for it, and I told her I was going to, and she was fine with that. So I made this cover, put this image on that I love, but it still has Lee's pages inside, which are precious to me because my friend made them. So this is going to be my Make Something Good Today journal. And I started out by, I wrote Make Something Good Today on the tag there, and on this tag in the front, I printed some of what I just read to you, so I can reread it when I need to keep my focus on what it needs to be in this journal. So I've already used it for 2 days. I'm going to keep this by my bed so that before I turn off the light at night, I can write down something good that happened that day. On Wednesday, I had time with my grandson Teddy, and I just wrote that I got to enjoy spending time with him. He makes me laugh. He is sweet and affectionate and very smart. And then yesterday, I had some encouraging things from 2 dear friends. So I wrote about those and thanked God for the friends that He has given me to keep me from being lonely. So that's a start. This book will take me a long time to fill, just writing one thing in it each day, one small thing. So this book will probably take a year or 2 to fill. But I'm going to love this book. I love it now, but I'm going to love it even more by the time I'm done with it. So that's all I wanted to talk about today, and now I need to get a drink of water because I've been talking a lot, and get myself ready to go to the movies. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.